Rewiring your brain with positive thinking. How it works. Developing a positive outlook is more crucial than ever for resilience and mental health in the fast-paced world of today. According to the theory of neuroplasticity, our brains may adapt and change over the course of our lives. We can rewire our brains to promote optimism, increase emotional regulation, and enhance mental health by actively practicing positive thinking techniques. This guide examines 7 fundamental ideas that show how thinking positively can change our brain chemistry and enable us to live more satisfying lives. Number 7. Neuroplasticity, the brain's adaptability. The brain's extraordinary capacity to rearrange itself by creating new neural connections throughout life is referred to as neuroplasticity. This flexibility is essential for memory, learning, and damage repair. You stimulate particular brain circuits linked to emotions like joy, hope, and resilience when you think positively. The prefrontal cortex, which controls sophisticated cognitive behavior and decision-making, has been found to become more activated when people practice thankfulness. In the same way that a well-worn route through a dense forest becomes easier to navigate the more you walk it, so too do these pathways become stronger the more you engage in positive thinking. This rewiring eventually improves cognitive flexibility as well as emotional regulation, enabling you to modify your ideas and actions in response to novel knowledge or difficulties. This implies that your brain gets better at spotting chances for development and joy in ordinary circumstances as you practice optimism. Number 6. The power of repetition. The foundation of learning and the development of habits is repetition, which is ingrained in the way our brains work. You can strengthen the neurological pathways linked to positive thinking by regularly engaging in positive thinking exercises such as visualizations, affirmations, or recollecting happy memories. This process is comparable to physical training in that, just as your muscles get stronger with regular exercise, repetition makes your brain more adept at producing constructive thoughts. Saying, "I am worthy and capable," or affirming your strengths on a daily basis, for instance, helps you progressively solidify this belief in your mind. Repeated positive affirmations may enhance the release of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are associated with emotions of happiness and well-being, according to neuroscientific research. As time passes, these affirmations become less of a deliberate effort and more of an instinctive reaction to hardship or self-doubt. Your entire perspective changes significantly as a result of this exercise. You start to view difficulties as opportunities rather than as barriers, which makes you more robust in life. Number 5. Mindfulness and awareness. Being mindful entails developing a keen awareness of the here and now and objectively assessing your thoughts and emotions. Finding harmful thinking patterns that may have developed into automatic thought patterns over time requires this technique. You can learn to identify when negative ideas come up and watch them without becoming emotionally invested in them by practicing mindfulness through practices like meditation or mindful breathing exercises. For example, practicing mindfulness enables you to recognize that a notion like "I constantly mess things up" is merely one viewpoint and not an ultimate truth. This makes room for deliberate decision-making. Rather than responding rashly to long-standing negative patterns, you can question the veracity of those ideas or reinterpret them in a constructive way, perhaps by thinking back on prior achievements or acknowledging that mistakes are a necessary component of learning. According to research, mindfulness exercises can alter the structure of the brain, especially in regions linked to self-awareness such as the anterior cingulate cortex and emotional control such as the amygdala. Regular mindfulness practice gives you the ability to deliberately change your mental story and adopt a more optimistic perspective. Number 4. Intentional thought replacement. A cognitive technique known as intentional thought replacement is consciously replacing pessimistic ideas with constructive ones as they occur. Over time, this strategy can significantly change your mental landscape, but it does require awareness and effort. You can deliberately replace pessimistic thoughts like "I cannot do anything correctly" with positive ones like "I am learning from my experiences" when you catch yourself thinking them. This procedure reinforces a more positive self-narrative while breaking the negative cycle. This method is highlighted by cognitive behavioral therapy, which assists patients in recognizing cognitive distortions such as all or nothing thinking or catastrophizing and replacing them with realistically based, balanced viewpoints. By promoting increased self-compassion and resilience, cognitive restructuring has been linked to better mental wellness, according to research. By making this technique a habit, you train your brain to automatically gravitate toward positive instead of negativity, which over time not only reduces the impact of negative ideas but also increases your capacity for optimism. Number 3. Engagement with positive influences. It is possible to change your thinking by surrounding yourself with good influences because the social environment has a big impact on how we think and behave. Interacting with positive people, whether they be mentors, friends, family, or supportive groups, fosters an atmosphere in which optimism can thrive. Emotional support during trying times is facilitated by the open communication and shared experiences that are fostered by positive relationships. According to research, social support improves general well-being and serves as a stress buffer. You're more inclined to emulate the positive attitudes and actions of those around you. Additionally, talking to others about your path to positive not only establishes accountability, but also strengthens ties to a community that values development and support. Participating in personal development focused group activities, such workshops or support groups can boost motivation and offer a variety of viewpoints on working through obstacles as a team. You can cultivate an environment that supports a cheerful mindset by consciously seeking out positive influences in your life. Number 2, daily positive practices. Including routines that encourage positivity can have a significant impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Simple yet powerful practices, like keeping a thankfulness diary, can dramatically change your perspective from focusing on the things that are lacking or bad in your life to recognizing the abundance all around you. For example, spending just 5 minutes a day writing down 3 things for which you are thankful can, over time, increase feelings of contentment and lower stress levels. Research indicates that gratitude practices are associated with better mental health outcomes, including lower rates of anxiety and depression. By strengthening feelings of purpose and connection, doing things that make you happy or fulfilled, whether that is working out, painting, or gardening, volunteering for causes you care about, or spending time with loved ones, also improves your emotional state. Over time, these activities reinforce favorable brain connections and act as consistent reminders of life's positive aspects, generating a positive feedback loop. Furthermore, scheduling time for introspection at the end of each day enables you to recognize your successes and happy moments, no matter how minor, which strengthens a positive outlook that you can use to tackle obstacles in the future. Number 1, commitment to change. Rewiring your brain to think positively takes time, and consistent work is not something that can be done once or twice. It is crucial to approach this path patiently and with the knowledge that real change takes time. Big mental changes are developed via consistent work and self-compassion throughout setbacks. Using tools like journals or apps can improve accountability and make it easier to see progress over time. Setting specific goals related to cultivating positivity, like committing to daily affirmations or mindfulness practices, gives structure to your efforts and helps track progress along the way. Small victories should be celebrated as well, because acknowledging even small progress boosts motivation and encourages continued use of positive practices through life's ups and downs. This could be as simple as rewarding yourself after a week of consistent practice, or as simple as thinking back on your progress during difficult times when you are unsure of how far you have come. Resilience can be maintained by acknowledging that setbacks are a necessary component of this process rather than seeing them as failures or as grounds to completely abandon previous efforts. See them as chances for development where the knowledge gained will significantly impact future achievements. You can gradually transform cognitive landscapes into ones that support emotional wellness and increase resilience against life's unavoidable obstacles by persistently trying to cultivate a positive mentality through dedication combined with intentionality. People can successfully rewire their minds for more positive outlooks on life and improve the overall quality of their everyday experiences by thoroughly exploring these ideas and actively using them on a daily basis. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.